Good morning, and good afternoon, good night to wherever you are in the world. My name is Ronald Dickey, and with me is Mr. Paul Montano, as we are here for the day number 3, session number 3, at the Commonwealth Youth Games right here at the National Cycling Velodrome. We had some exciting races last night, Paul.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a phenomenal day of cycling yesterday, and we expect no different from today, the third and final day of the track.
As we can see, the riders, this is the first event in this morning's session. We have the women's carrying first round, and we have from Malaysia, Antong Young, from Nigeria, Ashat Aragunde, Lilia Taratunov of Australia, Jasudasan of India, and Wallace of Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh yes, Trinidad and Tobago representing in this first event, the women's carrying round 1.
The riders will roll off. They will not battle for position. The new rules for the UCI is that the riders must line up in the positions that they draw. So you could see on the track, the drawing number 1 position was the Malaysian, that's Antong Young, goes into position, then Aragunde of Nigeria in the second, and Taratunov of Australia, and then we have the rider from India, Jasudasan in 5th position. 4th position, and Wallace of Trinidad and Tobago, Malika Wallace in 5th position as they come around. Riders seeing 4 laps to go, as we say. Antong Young was the bronze medalist in the sprint event.
Yep.
Lilia Taratunov of the silver medalist, but Antong Young of giving up that front position. Malika Wallace of Trinidad and Tobago moving up into position. She is in 3rd. Antong Young in 2nd position.
2 laps
the Australian will be looking to turning off of Australia in 4th, and she accelerates, and so too Antong Young. Wallace getting stuck into position, but it's Antong Young. Top 3 will qualify. It is Antong Young from Wallace and Taratunov. It is Antong Young from Wallace and the Australian. Here it comes. It's going to be Antong Young. Wallace rushing over the top. Australia getting there very close on the inside, but she was off the track. The Indian rider, Jasudasan.
Wonderful ride from Wallace.
What a ride by the Trinidadian, coming over the top of the Malaysian cyclist, Antong Young. As there you could see, Taratunov rushing over the top.
What a way to get the day started. Wallace taking heat 1.
As we can see, she very controlled coming over the top.
Yeah.
The Indian rider was way off the track. There's a relegation in the ride. I think the rider Jasudasan of India. It's a warning relegation for the rider from India, Jasudasan, for riding under, or we should say under the black line on the blue band. So riders are not allowed to ride under the black line, and it's a warning for Jasudasan of India. But Malika Wallace, what a ride by the rider from Trinidad and Tobago. Taratunov of Australia taking the 2nd spot qualification, and Antong Young of Malaysia 3rd in that heat, and the top 3 will go through to the gold medal ride-off. The other 2 riders will have to go into the 7 to 8, which we call the B final.
Round 2.
This is heat number
Sorry,
2,
heat
round
number 2.
1. We have Marvelous Olawale of Nigeria, Nur Alissa of Malaysia, Sarah Johnson, who we saw won the gold medal in the women's individual sprint,
and Alexa Wilson. Alexa Wilson of Trinidad and Tobago.
So this is heat number 2. Top 3 will qualify. As we see the journey being ridden by Shannon Metivier, a former national points race champion, a former represented Trinidad and Tobago in endurance events. Shannon Metivier, as he leads the journey around, and Olawale of Nigeria will lead them as they go around. Alissa of Malaysia, Scottish rider Sarah Johnson, and Alexa Wilson of Trinidad and Tobago.
If you're hearing those screams, that will be the students of Moruga.
Of St. Mary's.
St.
Mary's Government all the way
School.
from Moruga, making their way into the stands.
Yeah, very nice to see the kids on this final day.
I find it hard to come down from Port of Spain, and they came all the way from Moruga.
All the way from the countryside, the southern peninsula of Trinidad and Tobago.
So as they come around, they will be seeing 4 laps to go. The journey normally catches the riders at 30 kilometers an hour and will drop them off around 50 kilometers an hour. When he comes around, he will see 3 laps to go, and the journey will pull off the track. It is still Olawale of Nigeria leading the rider from Malaysia, Alissa. Then we have Johnson and Wilson of Trinidad and Tobago bringing up the rear. The journey comes off the bike. Olawale will lead them around. It's 3 laps to go. The top 3 will qualify. It's only 4 riders in this heat. So 1 rider will go in for the 7 to 12. But we'll wait to see who that rider will be. Johnson now just easing up and coming to the back of this group. And Olawale is still leading them as they get 2 laps to go.
Who's going to make the first move? They're still pretty much all even. No one making any real moves just yet, but at the bell.
They're coming for the bell.
Oh, yeah.
Nur Alissa of Malaysia makes a move. It is Alexa Wilson in second position. And the Scottish rider, all she needs to do is qualify. So she's just going to sit and not use much energy.
Yeah.
Nur Alissa of Malaysia will take the heat. And in second will be Alexa Wilson and Sarah Johnson of Scotland qualifying third. And that 3 will go into the final. So we'll have the final listing for this evening in a short while.
Yeah, smart racing will not conserve your energy. It wasn't necessary that you go hard. Top 3 going through. Yeah, smart by Alexa.
Very smart riding. She had a lot of racing yesterday with all the qualifiers, going through her first round, semifinals, and then finals yesterday.
Yeah.
This is Sarah Johnson of Scotland. So she just conserved her energy, sat in the wheel of Wilson, making sure that she was in front of Olawale of Nigeria to get an easy qualification, not using too much energy.
Yep.
As we will be moving in, as we could see, Nur Alissa, then our slow-mo, and Alexa Wilson of Trinidad and Tobago qualifying into the next round. So as we see the riders for the individual pursuit organizing, we see the officials getting the the starting gates onto the track, and we have the official results for the qualifying. Makaira Wallace of Trinidad and Tobago, Lilia Tatateranov of Australia, Malaysia's Antong Young, also Alyssa Nur of Malaysia, Alexi Wilson, and Sarah Johnson. Those are our 6 riders that will go into the next round of the women's Karen later this evening. So we are on the back straight away with the rider from India. Speaking to, that's Dattana of India, JP Dattana. She was second at the Asian Games, the Youth Asian Games in 2023 in March.
Yeah.
She got the silver medal in this event, the individual pursuit. The riders will be doing 2,000 meters of the track, and as she gets on the bike right about now, I will give you, we have the track record for this event is 2 minutes, 33.012 seconds, set by Duenas of Colombia. It's 2 kilometers for this event. And that's the start for the rider of India. Garjni Bishnu of India. Sorry, she was at the games but did not qualify. Her teammate is Dattana, which will be going in heat number 3. So she will be setting with 6.5 laps to go. Lap time, first lap, first 250.
So pretty much it's a race against the clock, Robert. Ronald.
It is basically a race against the clock. It's a race against time. It's not about beating the other rider until it comes down into the finals.
Right.
It's just trying to get into that time zone that you can qualify in the top 4. The fastest 2 riders will go for gold and silver, and the 3rd fastest and 4th fastest will ride off for bronze later this evening.
Great. So for you new to the sport of cycling, I was just wondering what this event is about. I hope you understand in full, as Ronald explained.
As we have Vishnu coming around. She'll be coming back for 3 laps to go.
A lap time of 20.239 seconds, slowing down just a bit there.
So she's looking very consistent as she goes around, the youngster. This is her first year junior for the Indian rider, so very inexperienced. It's actually her first international meet ever.
Oh, wow.
So again, the nerves and everything has something to play at the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023.
Yeah, she looks pretty relaxed though.
Yeah. So this is how they will train, is to be as comfortable as possible in that aerodynamic position whereby they could get the fastest time. So Vishnu will set the fastest time, but we'll wait to see what the time will be. She'll be coming for the bell. Her 500 meters was at 42.576 seconds. Her 1 kilometer was at 1:21, 1 minute 21 seconds, and her 1500 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Vishnu coming around to finish where she will set the best time for everybody to focus on. Finishing now, Vishnu time of 2 minutes 48.104 seconds. That's going to be the time to beat. So it's 8 laps, 2 kilometers, 2,000 meters. It's all about time in this qualifications. As we get to the track, on the home straight, we have Evie White of Scotland, and the back straight, we have Laurie Richards of Wales.
We know yesterday we spoke a lot and spoke so highly of the Australians and how well they have been doing at the track and at the games so far, but mention must be made also of Team Scotland, who has been very impressive. Johnson yesterday showing her class, and she's back today. And even the Indian riders not medaling just yet, but we expect on this final day it's going to be a real challenge. Everyone is going to be gunning to be on that medal podium.
Is that right? Beautiful. Welcome to the National Cycling Velodrome. Thank you for joining us for this morning's session.
As the flag goes down on the Welsh rider on the back straightaway, that is Laurie Richards. That is Evie White now, as we see, getting ready. Evie White, the national point race champion of Scotland, has a personal best time of 2 minutes and 34 seconds in this event. Again, the track record being held by Duenas of Colombia. And we'll see if Evie White or Laurie Richards will be able to come up on against that track record. Evie White getting off to a very good start in the first 250 meters at a time of 24.372 seconds. But they're still down on the Indian rider. Laurie Richards now moves into the lead as she comes around. Doing their first 500 meters. It is Laurie Richards doing a 24.205 seconds in the first 500. And as the Scottish rider, Evie White, is in second position and overall as they go around. So in the ranking so far, we have Laurie Richards, who is leading as she's coming up on that 1 kilometer check, and she is at 1 minute 19 for Richards, 1 minute 19 seconds for the first kilometer, and Evie White at the 1,000, 1 minute 19.835, just behind. She is Laurie Richards ahead of Scotland, just 1.5 seconds. But we have seen it in the men yesterday.
Yeah.
We saw it in the men where the riders came back in the end. So we can't call the event as yet. As we go past the 1,500 meter mark, she is still just under 2 seconds down. Evie White of Scotland still just 2 seconds down on Laurie Richards. as they're coming around. It's now plus 2 seconds. Again, if she does not win the heat, she could still qualify having the second fastest time. But we still have the 2 Australians to come later on.
Yeah. I think riding in the last heat gives you a slight advantage, would you say? Knowing what times you need to
It
make?
is, and again, they always go by schedule. And we could see Laurie Richards winning that heat and moves to the top with 2 minutes 34.278 seconds. Evie White of Scotland in second position with a time of 2 minutes 38.028 seconds. So that's the standard right there to beat. So again, the track record being set by Duenas in 2016. We do not have a youth Commonwealth record because this is actually the first time they're holding track cycling at the Youth Commonwealth Games. It's the first time.
Wow.
So it's a first in a lot with Trinidad and Tobago. You know, we are having it held in 2 islands, right? The first time we were having para-athletics, and the first time we were having track cycling. Also Fast 5, netball. It's the first time that it's in the Youth Commonwealth Games. So Duenas still with the track record being set in 2016 at the Junior Pan American Championships with 2 minutes 33.012 seconds. We'll wait to see if that track record will be broken as we come back to the track. And we have Millie Thompson, who was third in the point race and the scratch race for the women from Scotland, Millie Thompson, and from India, JP Dantada of India. She was a silver medalist at the Under-19 Asian Games in 2023.
Oh, okay.
Right? We did not get a reference of time for her, but we'll wait to see as she goes along. She's looking very, very strong indeed as they go around, as the days went by, because she was fourth in the women's points race and fifth in the scratch race.
I always say that records are meant to be broken, and we are hoping that we see some records disappear today.
So we have Millie Thompson of Scotland and JP Dantada of India. Thompson moving to the front very quickly indeed, doing the fastest first lap. Millie Thompson, British silver medalist in the points race, junior Scottish cyclocross champion as well. Her personal best in the 500 TT to the 8.6. We don't have a personal best for her in the pursuit, but we'll wait to see.
What do you say? I mean, a lot of youngsters tuned in, looking at the meet, Ronald. How does one get involved in cycling from the youth level?
So it's a lot of youth programs when you go away, and it starts from the schools, where the federation or the associations, they go into the schools and they do jump tests, and they give bicycles, and they invite them to the less dangerous tracks where it's not a steep banking, so that they could start to do some sort of training, or they just invite them to an event and to see how they react. And from there, you see athletes going into netball, football, swimming, but it all starts by getting into the schools and then the allowing each athlete to choose which one they want to be in. But sometimes a rider would choose swimming, and then the association would say, I think that person might be a better cyclist, or it works out different ways. There are coaches that are there all the time, and they're checking you from that junior level straight to the elite.
Okay, beautiful.
So on the track, Millie Thompson is flying around the track. Her first kilometer, she's already passed the 1,500 meters. She is 4 seconds up on the fastest qualifier so far, as Thompson gets the bell. Millie Thompson looking very good indeed. That drop into fourth position overall. Millie Thompson setting a new track record. A new track record for Millie Thompson.
Well, I just said it. I just said the records were meant to be broken.
New track record for Millie Thompson in a time of 2:29, 2 minutes 29.813 seconds.
Yeah, she started off at a pretty steady pace from the get-go. So I'm not shocked at all that this is a new track record. Millie Thompson at the bell, at the whistle, was off like a rocket.
Coming to the track, if you are now joining us once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ronald Dickey. We have with me Paul Montano, and we are in heat number 4 for the women individual pursuit, 2 kilometers, 8 laps. Millie Thompson just broke the track record, the junior track record for 2,000 meters in a time of 2 minutes 29.813 seconds. On the track, we have the Australian duo of Lauren Bates and Kira Will. Bates starting on the home straightaway, Will on the back straightaway. So Bates and Will. Bates on the home straightaway. Bates already collecting a lot of medals. She won the women's individual road time trial. Will was in a 2nd position. Will was the winner of the women's road race. Bates was in 2nd position. So the gold and silver being shared between the Australians a lot this week on the track. They have dominated the endurance events. Just 20 seconds before the start of Lauren Bates and Kira Will of Australia at the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023. This is going to be a very fast qualifier. Bates, Australia getting grinding to get that gear up, and we'll wait to see at the first 125 who is the fastest starter. And they are just down on the fastest time so far, but Will was the fastest starter that time around. Bates doing her first 250, and she is still down in 3rd and 4th ranking. Will in 3rd position, and just a second down on the fastest time, and Bates also down in 4th position overall. So we'll wait to see if they'll be picking up, and Will starts to pick up the pace. She's still in 3rd position overall, but she's getting faster and faster as they go around.
Yep.
Her first 500 meters for Will was 41.314 seconds, and just behind her, her countrymate, and that is Lauren Bates in 41.320 seconds. Bates not looking to have a good ride so far, but she moves up as Will moves into the 2nd position overall, and that 1,000 meter, that 1 kilometer check for them. Will is at 1:16.7, 1 minute 16 seconds, 7.737 in 2nd position ranking. Bates in 3rd. Remember, the fastest 2 go through to ride for gold and silver.
Right.
They are getting faster and faster, but they are still ranked 2nd and 3rd as they come around. Bates now seeing 2 laps to go at the 1500-meter check. They're still second and third, but they're under second. They were almost 2 seconds, and Will goes into the rank of number 1 as she gets the bell. Bates still in third, but she moves into second position. It is Kira Will of Australia leading as they go around. So she will, if she keeps this speed, we will have a new track record for the junior women again from the Australian. Kira Will coming to finish. Will finishes 2. So they go 1-2 in the ranking in qualifying. Kira Will sets a new track junior women record in a time of 2:28.461. Kira Will breaking the
in a matter of 2 races, record broken back to back.
We could see Bates here coming to finish. Kira Will having a great ride. 2:28.461 seconds. 2 minutes 28.461 seconds. Breaking the track record that was 2:29 that was set literally
1 race earlier.
1 minute ago. What a ride. Bates also going under the track record.
Yeah.
So, but she doesn't get to hold it because her teammate was just faster than her.
So she held that record was held for about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. Wow.
And the Australians, that's the official results. Kira will go up against Lauren Bates for gold and silver later this evening in the women's individual pursuit final, and Minnie Thompson will go up against Laurie Richards of Wales for the bronze. So all Australian final, and we have Scotland and Wales going up for the silver and the bronze and 4th place, and that will be held in our 4th session in day number 3 later this afternoon. This is now, we are moving in the men's points race. 80 laps. Welcome back to the National Cycling Velodrome in Trinidad. This is the Youth Commonwealth Games 2023. We are coming to the start of the men's points race final, 20 kilometers, 80 laps. It's going to be 8 sprints, and we have riders from Australia, India, Malaysia, Scotland, South Africa, Trinidad and Tobago, and Wales. 8 sprints. At each sprint, the riders will get 5 points for first, 3 points for second, 2 points for third, and 1 point for 4th place. On the final sprint, it will be double points, where you will see the riders getting 10 for first, 6 for second, 4 for third, and 2 for 4th. We will update you on every sprint. to let you know who's in front. Remember, if a rider laps the main peloton, which is the largest group of cyclists on the track, he will also get 20 points added to his standings.
On top of things, as it relates to who is in the lead.
80 laps, Ronald. Wow.
Yes, it's going to be exciting. 80 laps. The elite riders normally do 120 laps. So we'll wait to see. From Australia, we have Noah Blanning and Samuel McKee. From India, we have Ashkar Taiji, and Malaysia, Nujo Lau, and Mohammed Jafar of Malaysia. From Scotland, Callum Mora and Elliot Rowe. From South Africa, we have Gart Klusen, and from Trinidad and Tobago, Titus Barrett and Jaden Neves. From Wales, we have Sam Fisher and William Salter. So a nice group of riders, 79 laps to go. I mean, we could get comfortable, but those riders can't. And as soon as we get some more points into the race, we'll let you know what's going on. You can see the Scottish rider now going to the front. That's number 7. That's number 59. That's Callum Mora.
But let's chat a bit, Ronald, about the recovery time of these riders. Many of them would have competed in other events yesterday, the day before, and now having to come and do an 80 lap. How does one recover after doing a sprint to do an 80 lap race?
Well, that's where it comes in differently, because the sprinters don't normally come and ride the endurance events. So they will ride the kilo event, the match sprint event, the Karen event. Those are what are specialized. Each rider is specialized to ride a certain event.
But Blanning, and they rode yesterday.
They rode in the men's scratch race.
Right.
Right. So they were more in the endurance races. So you might see some names that come up, but it could be a brother of the rider that rides the sprints. But most of the time, each rider specializes in an event. So they would ride the pursuit for the endurance. You will have a pursuit, the scratch race, and what we have here, the point race. So,
wow, the colorful, all the colors in Glee, all the countries there, their colors are so beautiful to watch just going around the track. Trinidad and Tobago, Australia, Scotland, Wales, South Africa, India.
Sam Fisher, it looks like, going to the front of Wales, and he goes up the bank, number 83. Sorry, that's William Salter. My apologies to everyone in Wales watching and his parents. We're still trying to get accustomed to the positioning of each rider as they go around. Sam Fisher of Wales wearing the number 82, and Salter wearing the number 83. It's 73 laps to go. It's getting closer and closer. You can see Australia, Blanning and McKee coming to the front, and so too Sam Fisher of Wales, number 82. They're splitting the Australians. 72 laps to go. They're coming for a bell. They are coming for a bell. The first bell in this, the Youth Commonwealth Games men point race final. Remember, the point system is 5, 3, 2, 1. Malaysia, number 43. That's Nujo Lau. Nujo Lau is on the move, and he will take 5. Nujo Lau of Malaysia. Nujo Lau taking points, will take 5 points. Blanning of Australia will take 3. Sam Fisher of Wales will take 2 points. And Samuel McKee of Australia 1 point.
Okay.
And we still have 68 more laps to go.
68. Wow.
This is the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023 right here at the National Cycling Velodrome in Trinidad, Balmain.
Trinbago 23.
As we see the Scottish rider going on the attack, it looks like number 59, that is Callum Mora of Scotland, going on the attack. 4 riders pulling away from the rest. We have Hafiq of Malaysia, Callum also of Scotland.
Yeah.
It looks like Cluson of South Africa and Salter of Wales making a move.
Can they keep this up?
And off the front, the 2 Australian riders now coming back. Trinidad riders off the back. The rider from South Africa, Cluson, now goes wide. Samuel McKee, number 7, now going wide as they see 60. They come in to see 62 laps to go. Scottish rider, number 59. That's Callum Mora leading them around. Number 82, Sam Fisher at the front. Australia coming down. The riders are coming for the bell for another set of points. This will be the second set of sprint points this time around. Scotland taking the front. They have yet to score. Looking very good indeed. Look at the rider rushing over the top. Number 59 taking 5 points. We'll give you the official on that. It looked like Sam Fisher was rushing over the top as well. And he was. So it is Philip Callum Mora of Scotland taking 5 points. William Salter of Wales taking 3. Sam Fisher takes 1 point. Samuel Mackey of Australia finishing 3rd there, running into taking 2 points. So we'll wait on the upstanding. We'll wait on the official for the second sprint.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago riders are struggling a bit, Ronald.
So as we wait on that points update, we still have the riders all grouped together. Number 82 up on top. So 56 laps to go. Still waiting on that update. Right, and there we go. Moyer of Scotland. Then Salton of Wales in second, McKee of Australia taking 3rd, and Fisher taking 2. So leading tied for the lead is Nujo Lau of Malaysia, the Scottish rider Callum Mora with 5 points as well. The Australians are tied for 3rd with 3 points. It's a 3-way tie with Sam Fisher of Wales, Samuel McKee of Australia, and Noah Lanning of Australia, all on 3 points. The South African going to the front. That's Cluson, Gart Cluson of South Africa. Malaysia now coming to the front once again. Nujo Lau tied for the lead with the Scottish rider Callum Mora.
the very first time they are able to race the cyclists from all over the world. So as they come up,
They're coming back for the bell for another sprint. He is 51 laps to go. This is the third sprint in the men's point trade final, 20 kilometers. Sam Fisher going to the front and driving it. It looks like New Joe Lau in the mix as well. New Joe Lau of Malaysia is second. Number 59, that is Mora of Scotland.
Still 50 laps to go. Can't believe I'm saying that.
So Sam Fisher of Wales takes that 5 points, and Mohammed Hafiq of Malaysia taking 3 points, Callum Mora of Scotland taking 2, and Salter taking 1 point. So we have a leader by itself now. Sam Fisher of Wales with 8 points. Callum Mora of Scotland slots himself into second position with 7 points, and the Malaysia New Joe Lau in the bronze medal position with 5 points. William Salter of Wales with 4 points. So the top 5 riders are right there still. It's anyone's race with 5 more sprints to go. We still have double points on the final sprint, so we wait to see if it is that they'll be able to, a rider will be able to get out there and get that drastic 20 points if they lap the main peloton. So we'll wait to see if that will happen, but all the riders are now still together as they head down. Number 59 leading them going around, and that is Callum Mora of Scotland. He's on 7 points in silver medal position with 5 more sprints to go.
Wow, this is endurance at its very best. Your fitness, everything comes into play in this particular men's point race. 45 more laps still to go. As we hear, as what is very interesting to see is that every time these riders come around to the school kids, they're screaming like if it's the very last lap that they're making. Of course, we have the kids from the St. Mary's Government School here. We have kids from the Voss Government alma mater of Nicholas Paul. Very nice, very pleasing to see the kids come out today to witness the races. And you never know, in a couple of years, they just might be on the track, they just might be inspired to get on that bike and start a career of cycling. Two beautiful, wonderful days of cycling. This is the third and final day. Records have been broken.
Australia leading Malaysia as they come around. Malaysia rushing over the top as they get the bell.
Points
with
up for
41
grabs.
laps to go. Looks like New Joe Lau of Malaysia rushing to the front. The Scottish rider trying to get up there as well. The Australian has nowhere to go as the other Malaysian rushes over the top, like New Joe Lau. New Joe Lau takes 5 points. Elliot Rowe of Scotland takes 3 points. Hafiq Jaffrey of Malaysia takes 2. And William Salter will take 1. Now we have the Malaysian New Joe Lau moving up in 10 points, taking the lead. And he takes over the gold medal position from Sam Fisher of Wales on 8 points, just 2 points behind. Callum Mora of Scotland is in the bronze medal position with 7 points, 3 points behind the leader and 1 point behind the silver medalist. Jaffrey of Malaysia is on 5. He is 5 points behind the gold medalist and just 3 points behind silver medal and 2 points for the bronze medalist. We still have 37 laps to go. the race has been with such consistency. It's been so fast that no rider has been allowed to break away.
To get too far ahead.
A group of riders allowed to break away and try and lap the main peloton. It's being very, very watched closely by the riders from Wales, Australia,
and Scotland,
Malaysia, India, South Africa. India and South Africa are still yet to score points. Everybody else is on the scoreboard. So too Jaden Neves, who is a lap down. You can't be a lap down in this event. You'll just be minus 20 points. If he gets lapped again, he'll be minus 40, but then he would be ejected from the event. All right? And he's been...
So he's lapped once.
He's at the back of the peloton, holding on for dear life. As we can see the Scottish rider, number 59, going by. That's Callum Mora of Scotland. He's on 7 points in the bronze medal position. Sam Fisher of Wales with 8 points in the silver medal position. And Malaysia leading the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023. India makes a move. Akshar Tigani making a move with 33 laps to go. We just said he wasn't on the scoreboard.
Now he is.
Tyagi of India has a huge gap, and he gets the bell with points to go. The Indian rider, number 29, Tyagi, looking very good indeed. The Malaysian rider, number 43, Yu Jo Lau, wants to get maximum points. Will he be able to catch the Indian rider? I think it's too far out. But it is Malaysia leading coming around. Tyagi will get 5 points. Close for, wow, it's right on the outside from Wales, catching Yu Jo Lau. And he doesn't stop the rider from Wales. He goes on the attack. That's number 82, Sam Fisher. So Tyagi getting 5 points. Fisher getting 3 points. Yu Jo Lau 2 points. And Jaffrey of Malaysia taking 1 point.
The atmosphere is electric here in Couva.
1 point separating the gold and silver.
1 point.
Sam Fisher, as we can see, Sam Fisher riding past us. He's looking up at the scoreboard. What is he looking for? He sees the point standing on the scoreboard and exactly how many points he is behind. He would know he's only 1 point behind with 27 laps to go, 3 more sprints. Scotland rider number 59, Callum Moore of Scotland, who is in bronze medal positions off the front of the peloton. And he is making a big gap indeed in the second half of this race. Callum Mora of Scotland, the bronze, who is in bronze position with 7 points. He is half lap up on the rest of the peloton.
Wow. Can he be caught? Can he be caught?
The riders from Wales and Malaysia, India, Australia will have to pick up the chase. So too South Africa, if it is, they want to be 23 laps to go. He is looking very good. Moya of Scotland in the bronze medal position with 7 points is looking to come and lap the peloton. 22 laps to go for Moya of Scotland. He is looking very, very strong indeed. Just a couple of meters behind. Moya coming around. He laps the peloton now. Callum Moya gets 20 points. The Australian rider is now trying to get up there. So Callum Moyer gaining a lap on 20 points. He moves into the front with 27 points. New Joe Lau is still in second position with 12. Sam Fisher. So Noah Banning will collect 5 points. Elliot Rowe will collect 3 points. New Joe Lau 2. And William Salter 1 point. Callum Moyer was down the ranking. He was not even in the top 3.
Wow.
And then he lapped the main peloton and jumped to 27 points. So Callum Moyer of Scotland now leads the men's points race final with 27 points. The Malaysian New Joe Lau is in second position with 14 points.
Wow, what a lead.
In third, Sam Fisher of Wales with 11 points. And Noah Blanning of Australia in fourth position with 6 points, with 8 points. In fifth, tied for fifth with 6 points. We have a 3-way tie with Salter, Rowe, and Jaffrey, the Malaysian, Scottish rider, and Wales. All Moyer has to do is sit within the peloton and he will be taking home the gold. But we still have 2 more sprints to go and the double points are still right there. And just working out the maths for New Joe Lau. If New Joe Lau wins the next sprint and wins the final sprint and Moyer doesn't score any points, he could get the goal. Moyer needs to be out of the point standings in the next 2 sprints for the Malaysian to get the gold medalist. The gold medal right here at the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023.
All right.
It's maths down to the end, Paul. It's what it's going to be.
Still lots on the line. Even
New Joe Lau of Malaysia paying very close attention. He knows exactly what he has to do. He's in silver position as he now goes up the bank, and it looks like Fisher moving to the front. This is sprint number 7. Sprint number 7. New Joe Lau doesn't look like he has the legs. The South Africa taking maximum points from the rider from Wales. Looks like Sam Fisher, that's right. Clusen of South Africa taking 5. Sam Fisher of Wales taking 3. Callum Moore still scoring points, gets 2 points. And that's the top 3 right there, and that standing. So the standings as it is right now with 1 more sprint to go. Australia on the move. More than 1 rider can get plus 20 points in this event, and it's 8 laps to go. The back riders are still suffering. New Joe Lau is trying to see if he can get up there. Wales will have none of it, and they will bring it back as the rider, the number 5. That's Noah Banning. He's on 8 points in 4th position.
7 laps to go.
There's a tie between Sam Fisher and New Joe Lau in 2nd position with 14 points. Callum Moore is on 29. He will not be caught today, and he is our virtual gold medalist.
Wow.
He just has to stay upright.
Yeah.
And so we have the Scottish rider now coming to the front. Number 6-0 controlling the event. That's Elliot Rowe. He's in 5th position. He's tied with 3 other riders in that position. It's going to be between Sam Fisher of Wales and New Jolau of Malaysia. They are tied on 14 points. Whoever finishes in front of each other is going to take the silver. Is going to take the silver medal.
See, they all slowed down a bit.
The battle is going to be, the riders are trying to save their legs because they're coming back to see about 4 laps to go. 3 laps to go. They are not going to catch Moya. He will be our gold medalist. Again, he just needs to stay upright as he goes to the front with 3 laps to go. It is Moya now swinging up the bank. The Indian rider now coming to the front. Tajay of India, as he is now rushed past on the inside by the Scottish rider. That's Elliot Rowe, as they say 2 laps to go.
The Australians making a move now, Ronald. The Australians
Number
making a move.
82 is there. Australia rushing over the top. Number 82, Sam Fisher, is there. New Jolau is caught in a very bad position. Number 43,
lap.
swinging wide, that's New Jolau. He sprinted on the wrong lap. New Jolau sprinted on the wrong lap. He will lose the silver medal just because he recounted, and it's a flat out break. Number 82, that is Sam Fisher of Wales taking 10 points. Sam Fisher will take 10 points and jump to 24. Sam Fisher with 10 points, Noah Banning with 6. William Salter will take 4. And Coulson of South Africa will take 2 points. So our overall unofficial standings, Callum Mora of Scotland takes the victory with 29 points. Sam Fisher of Wales with 24 points. Noah Banning jumps into the 4th with the bronze medal. New Jolau is out of the medals.
Wow, amazing.
New Jolau is out of the medals. He miscalculated how many laps to go, sprinted with 1 lap to go, swung up the bank, and did not realize there was still another lap. He is tied on points, but because the Australian Noah Banning placed highest in the final sprint, he gets the bronze.
Wow. So that is a tactical error.
There we can see as he flicks to the line right there. He doesn't realize. He goes up the bank and the rest of the riders keep going.
Wow.
Noah Banning is flying at the front, and there you can see Sam Fisher and his teammate coming over. But it was just the calculation. William Salter and Sam Fisher. Banning right there as well. We had the rider from South Africa taking the 4th position, but that miscalculation for New Jolau cost him the medal.
Cost him the bronze medal.
So in the bronze medal will be the Australian Noah Banning. Wow, that's crazy. Noah Banning of Australia, of Australia, taking bronze with 14 points. Sam Fisher of Wales will finish with the silver medal with 24 points. And Scotland's Callum Mora will take the gold medal with 29 points. What an amazing ride by Callum Mora. He did what he needed to do. He saw the chance to break away and get those 24 points, get those 20 points. And he did that and jumped straight up into the standings. That's the end of our first session, session number 3 on day number 3. And we'll have session number 4 where we'll be back live. An amazing race to close off the morning session. I still can't believe New Jolau miscalculated how many laps to go.
Tactical error, he got it wrong.
Oh my goodness. Again, these guys are juniors. They can't do this. At the elite level, you would be crucified. But we have to give them that glory still. It's a great ride. He finishes in the 4th place. But again, give all props to Callum Mora, the 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games men's points race champion. Great job by the Scottish rider.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to him and all the medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close off this morning's session, and we'll meet you back here at 4 p.m. Trinidad time And wherever you are, in any Commonwealth country or anywhere in the world, and you're watching us, we say thank you. And we will see you for session number 4 at 4 p.m.